Dying Light. Think you can survive in a vast and dangerous open world? Maybe in the day you feel safe, but what about the horrors that come with nightfall? Dying Light will show you just how terrifying the night can be. Dying Light plays as a first-person action survival game. Players are quarantined in a city devastated by a strange epidemic that has turned people into zombies. The game features an extensive world where players fight different kinds of enemies such as zombies and rival humans who want the loot you have. The game features a day and night mechanic that greatly impacts the gameplay. During the day, players can roam the city scavenging for supplies and weapons to fight zombies. At night the player becomes hunted as the infected creatures become even stronger and more aggressive. Players need to do everything that they can to survive until daybreak. Players have tons of customization options so they can tailor their character to fit their needs and be the most effective zombie killer. The game also offers a diverse selection of weapons such as axes, bats, pistols, and shotguns among many more. Players can also craft weapons so that they have an arsenal of efficient combat tools at their disposal. Dying Light features a co-op mode where up to 4 players can play through the entire game together. Friends can also participate in competitive co-op events where they'll try to be the one who kills the most zombies, save the most survivors, gather the most loot, and be the first to race to an objective. There's also an online mode where players can become a zombie and hunt survivors. This isn't a game you want to miss out on. You might find yourself trapped in a dangerous and infected city before you know it. Do you feel ready yet for the zombie apocalypse? If not, then now's the time to. The Walking Dead. Season 1 of The Walking Dead contains 5 episodes that take about 2 hours each to complete. Players take control of Lee Everett, who is a convicted criminal and just got his get out of jail card from the zombie outbreak. Lee finds a young girl named Clementine whose parents are gone and is hiding in her tree house. Clementine radiates sweetness and Lee quickly takes her under his wing and vows to protect her. The game features an exploration, problem-solving, and quick-time events where players must stay alert and crafty. The Walking Dead features a wonderfully crafted and devastating story that will make even the most passive player emotionally invested in the characters. The characters that Lee and Clementine encounter are so richly created that they will stay with players long after the game is over. The Walking Dead forces players to frequently make difficult decisions in real time. Each player's storyline will be tailored based on these decisions. These changes can be minute or massive. As there are a wide array of choices, players will often wonder if they made the right decision. At the end of each episode, you can compare some of your choices with those of others who have played the game. This game will wholly immerse players like no other zombie game. It is difficult not to be deeply invested in the characters, especially Clementine, who is undoubtedly the sweetest girl in all of gaming, and will constantly be on edge by the horrors that threaten these characters. Resident Evil. The Umbrella Corporation's lethal viruses have either been destroyed or contained, but now an even more dangerous threat has emerged. Many years after surviving the event in Raccoon City, Chris Redfield has been searching for and fighting against those who create bioorganic weapons across the world as a member of the Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance. Chris's latest mission is to investigate a biological agent in Africa that has been turning people into aggressive and disturbing creatures. Chris is joined by Shiva Alamar, a fellow BSAT agent, and the two work together to uncover the truth and fight the infected. One of the biggest changes that Resident Evil brings to the series is the addition of a partner character who supports you throughout the entire game. If playing alone, Shiva is controlled by an AI that doesn't make her feel like extra baggage but a valuable ally. If you play with a friend, either in person or online, then the two of you can control Chris or Shiva for as many chapters as you'd like. Whether you play with a friend or not, teamwork is necessary for talking down powerful enemies, solving puzzles, and navigating the environment. Resident Evil offers tons of extra content and rewards for players. In-game points are collected at the end of each mission depending on how well the mission were completed. These points can be spent on collectible trophies of characters, enemies, infinite ammo versions of fully upgraded weapons, additional costumes, and graphic filters. The Gold Edition of the game is currently on sale and contains extra gameplay focusing on when Chris loses his former partner Jill Valentine. Dead Rising. Fortune City, which is pretty much Las Vegas with zombies thrown in for fun. Players take control of Chuck Green, a motocross star whose wife was killed by zombies years ago and daughter became infected, but takes medication to stay human. Chuck is a contestant on the show Terror is Reality, where players drive motorcycles with chainsaws attached to them to slay the most zombies for a cash prize. After the show, there's a zombie uprising that Chuck is blamed for and all hell breaks loose. Chuck has a busy 3 days ahead of him, which is all the time he has before the military comes in to blow up Fortune City. In this time he has to get medication for his infected daughter, save survivors, take on crazy humans, and survive hordes of zombies. Players will need to get crafty to survive. Everyday objects like an umbrella, toy gun, and fire extinguisher can be combined with duct tape in order to create deadly weapons. Combo cards can be unlocked and will show players what items are the best to combine. You'll need your crazy weapons when you have to fight thousands of zombies. Each day players will be given missions to complete in a set amount of time. With each mission completed, players will gain more experience, which means more health, inventory slots, and moves. Dead Rising offers 2 online modes. There is a 2-player co-op campaign where you and a friend can run through the game together. There is also a 4-player TV show that pits humans against zombies. All of the money earned in this show will carry over to players' respective games. Things are going to get pretty real with 7 Days to Die. This game plays as the gateway to living the zombie survival dream like never before. 7 Days to Die takes place after the fall of civilization in a world that is entirely buildable and equally destructible, combining elements of exploration, scavenging, and base defense. All of these elements will prove to be important for your apocalypse training. Each player's session with the game will be entirely unique as the player's world is randomly generated and features expansive cities, mountains, caves, and other forms of wilderness. Scavenging is the key to success. Players will need to search abandoned cities or take to the wilderness to gather supplies in order to build their own tools, weapons, defenses, and shelters. Anything in the game can be destroyed and scarfed for resources. Even the terrain can be destroyed and mined. These resources are necessary for crafting tools, weapons, and homes for players. Players can take this world on alone or with friends at their side to increase their chances of survival. With an ally at your side, you can create sturdy shelters and defenses quickly and safely. Unstable buildings will fall apart and can kill you. Players can spend their time growing plants, hunting animals, developing skill trees to enhance abilities, and completing missions for NPCs in exchange for experience and items. The game also offers full character customization with body morphing and customizable features such as skin, eye, and hair color, making 7 Days to Die a truly unique and immersive experience.